Welcome to New Activations with Raina. I've been meaning to put up a video, but I do have another job, and it's been taking up a lot of my time. It's a really busy season, and I've had to work longer than I thought, which I'm fine with. But it was I had also left my phones at work, and I never do that, but I had them plugged in, and there is someone who is very unpleasant to everybody, and I didn't want her to find them. So it's just a long story that I don't want to go into. But that's why I haven't put a video up every day. When you stay focused on your alignment and your vibration, and you keep repeating these activations 3 to 7 times a day, what you're doing is it's not only about self-mastery, it's about breaking the system that's kept you imprisoned, that you don't even know that you are imprisoned. And how would you know if you live in the world and are of the world and have never went within? Do you think the world is going to tell you that? I mean, seriously. Just think about it. And when the FDA tells you, oh, the food groups that you should eat, do you really think they have your best interest at heart? Or if you're involved in a religion that tells you it is safe to eat this, but it's not safe to eat that. How do you know that you can trust that information just because you're a part of that? Or religion is an organization. It's a tax-exempt business. How do you know that you can trust or believe that? Because they have instilled these beliefs in you that do not serve your highest and best. It serves theirs. Why would you go into a building and pray to whatever story they want to throw at you. The true cathedral is in nature. And if you don't protect it, and if you're not putting your monies together to keep the wild spaces wild, the future generations are going to look at you and ask, why didn't you? What are you leaving for them? You can't put a price tag on wild, on wilderness, on nature. It's too precious. It's too valuable. And so is your life. If you don't wake up, you're only hurting yourself and beyond. And if an archangel comes to you and says, I miss you being a warrior. If an archangel came to you and said that, what would you do? Because I know somebody that just looked the other way and didn't take it seriously. If an archangel said that to me, I would drop what I was doing and take that message seriously. If you think you're free and you've never done spiritual work, I guarantee you you're not. I know. I've been through it. Just because you have loads of money, if you've never done any spiritual work, you are still not free. Now, the only people that you are going to hear this information from are those that have been through it. Now, if you want to take down the system that's in place, I highly suggest you take these activations seriously and trust the universe. And my teacher said she makes God her first priority in her life above all else. And I admire and respect her because she is beyond powerful. And I'm grateful to have her in my life. So I'm not just telling you this because I was winging it. I'm saying this to you because I know. And there's nothing that they can do about it because they have no power against me. And if anything is going to go down, they will in flames. Certainly not me. Because one thing I can't stand is corruption of any kind. And this planet is being given back to who it truly belongs to. Not to the ones that wanted to keep a planet enslaved to the system. I hope this isn't too much information because I tend to do that at times. But if you stay on top of this, one thing will lead to another. And you never know what's going to pop up. Just, you'll be pleasantly surprised when it does. I have been pretty fed up with the systems on this planet since I can't remember when. I can't stand liars. And the whole 9 yards that involves negativity. If you truly want to end the suffering, it starts with you. And you gotta keep going until you see light at the end of the tunnel. tell you what is a burden. The system, the establishment, the bullshit going on around the world with the men who are trying to play like they're rulers of a country or a president. And then you've got corruption all down the line. And look at the Pope. They wanted to make a big deal about him passing. Yet was he in a glass casket for 21 days on tour to show that he was not corrupt? If the Pope wasn't corrupt, prove it. He should have been in a glass casket on tour. Paramahansa Yogananda, the one who wrote Autobiography of a Yogi, when he passed, he was put in a glass casket, I think, for 21 days and went on tour. His body never decayed, which there was no corruption. There's so many secrets that the Vatican holds that does not serve the highest good of all. I don't know why even people call themselves Catholic or invest any money into it. You look at these people and you think, those that call themselves presidents, rulers, leaders, judges, not the ones that are paid off to do dirty deeds. And look how many people are involved with that. Look at all the organizations that are around certain areas. Like you look Washington, D.C., look at California, New York, and so on. And you look further into those organizations and who's part of those organizations. And what dirty deals they're making. Is that for the highest good of all? Or is that for their own pockets? And then you got to dig deeper. Okay, what else are they doing that they do not want you to find out about? I mean, how many of them were part of P. Diddy? That didn't want that secret to come out. How about presidents that are involved with 13-year-old girls? And how many of them were involved with human trafficking? and animal sacrifices and everything else. And where is it that they do these things? Is it on top of the ground? Or is it underneath? I mean, the Vatican, do you really think things are going on at ground level? No, of course not. It's down and under. Now, we've all known about this for I don't know how long, ages. But if you want to break free of the system that's keeping you enslaved and keeping you doing what you keep on doing, you're never going to be free. It's time to love yourself and dig deep. As deep as think of an archaeologist. How many years does he dig and then finally find something? That's what you need to do. And just when you think you've gone far enough, you can always dig deeper. You never know what you're going to find. So the only way out is through. The only way out is in. And I keep, at the end of my sessions that I do, these activations, I ask you to like, share, and subscribe. Because we're trying to get people to listen. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're free. If you're spiritually dead, you have nothing. But purity of heart does matter more than the size of your wallet. Excuse me. You know, I recently had a session with my teacher, and I had to fill out some questions. And I was trying to think how I best want to answer these questions. And I didn't want to rush, but I knew what I with my job, I was trying to just take advantage of my time. But I knew I wasn't ready to answer the questions in full. I knew I needed time with that. And I wanted to make sure that I was really happy with how I answered the questions. And then I was worried and kept emailing her and asking her. And I didn't know how much I was emailing her and asking her questions because, like I said, I work a job, and I'm busy, so it's hard for me to keep track of it all. And I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything that was better, that of how I could have answered it. And when you're doing these activations, it's best to not question, because I guess I've been doing that since I've started with her, and you know, well, I know why. I don't want to go into that, but I don't know if she knows that. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. I don't even know why I brought it up. I just got off a 5-day fast. I was going to fast longer, but I have a tooth that the crown came out and the metal is exposed. So I'm trying to fast. Well, I did fast for 5 days. And I worked extra long hours because we were slammed. It was beyond busy. And then today, I felt like I really needed something, because I just didn't have it to get through the day. So I went and got something to drink. And then I had eaten something. And after that, I felt much better. I've never been on a fast where it took a lot out of me. But I don't think I've ever had to fast and having a job as well. So there's a lot you can learn from fasting. There's a lot that you can learn being out in nature and fasting. I just wanted to I don't know why, I just felt that I had to do this right now. So I'm going to end it here and then maybe do an activation a little later. I'll just let this sit with you for a while and see how you feel about it. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me or send me, put in the description box below. Please like, share, and subscribe. The more this reaches others, the better. If you'd like me to do an energy reading, you can send me a photo. My email is reinadhabsburg@gmail.com. And I'll see you next time.